What's the story, amigos? This is Kino with some cool stories for today's story time.
First, meet a funny frog who always forgets something.
Oops, he cried. I forgot to put on my shirt.
Oh, no.
Join Kino and Mario Lopez for a spooky bedtime story.
A horrible whiteness seemed to be moving toward me out of the dark. A shapeless, blob-like whiteness. Ghost hour, spook hour, help!
Then, Cindy Williams reads the story of a confused rabbit who doesn't know what he is.
Am I a monkey? He said. Am I a koala? Am I a porcupine?
Major funding for Storytime is made possible by a grant from Helen and Peter Bing, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children. Additional funding is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. By the annual financial support from viewers like you. And by the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television.
Whoa. Oh, hey, guess what? My mom said that I could have a slumber party.
Did I hear you say slumber party?
Uh-huh. And guess what? I can invite 4 friends.
Oh, that's great. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, I like parties a lot, but...
But what?
Well, I don't know about a slumber party.
Why? Oh, I remember my first slumber party. It was great. We stayed up all night telling stories and eating popcorn.
Oh, what? Wait a minute, what? What did you say?
Oh, we had so much fun. Oh, I must have been about your age. Oh, I get it. Kino, do you know what a slumber party is?
Well, sure, I know what a party is, but I'm not sure about the slumber part. But I'm working on it. What is it?
Well, slumber parties are also called pajama parties. Oh, look, your friends are here. Let's go read a book.
Oh, okay. Pajama party. Okay, now that's where everybody wears pajamas. That's easy. And before, she said that for her slumber party, they stayed up all night. So, a slumber party must be an all-night party. Yes, I figured it out. Yeah. Hey, you guys, want to come to my slumber party?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. We're going to have a great time. We can read a special spooky story that I have.
Oh, a spooky story, huh? Well, how about a funny story in the meantime?
Oh, well, you know me. I love stories.
Okay, this is Froggy Gets Dressed, and you all can help me, and you at home, too, by doing what I do when Froggy gets dressed. Okay. It was written by Jonathan London and illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window.
Snow! Snow! He sang. I want to play in the snow.
Go back to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. Don't you know? Frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts.
No,
cried Froggy.
I'm awake. I want to go out and play in the snow.
So, Froggy put on his socks, zoop, zoop, pulled on his boots, zap, zoop, zoop, put on his hat, zap, zap, tied on his scarf, zwip, zoop. tugged on his mittens, zoom, and flopped outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. Froggy! Called his mother. What? Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, cried Froggy. I forgot to put on my pants. He flopped back inside, flop, 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 tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled off his boots, he left his socks on, and slipped on his pants. Zip!
Zip.
Then he pulled on his boots, zup, put on his hat, snap, snap, tied on his scarf, zwit, tugged on his mittens, zoom, and flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, 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 flop. Froggy! Ooh, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, he cried. I forgot to put on my shirt.
Oh, no.
And your coat, added his mother. He flopped back inside, flop, flop, flop,
Flop, flop, flop.
tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left on his pants, boots, and socks, and buttoned up his shirt. Zoop, zoop, zoop.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
Then he snapped on his coat, snap,
Snap.
and put on his hat, zap,
Zap.
tied on his scarf, zwit, tugged on his mittens, zoom,
Zoom, zoom.
and flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop.
Flop, 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 flop.
Froggy.
You do a good Froggy. Froggy! Called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. What? He had on his mittens. He had on his scarf. He had on his coat. He had on his shirt. He had on his pants. He had on his boots. He had on his socks. He reached up. Yeah, no. He had on his hat. Well, what could he be missing?
The hat.
Your underwear! His mother laughed. Oops! Cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. He flopped back inside, flop, flop, flop,
Flop, flop, flop, flop.
tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots, took off his socks. He left his hat on and slipped his long johns on with a zap, zap of elastic. Then he put on one sock, zoop, zoop, pulled on one boot, zap, zap, tugged on one mitten, some, started to tug on the other and let it drop and said, I'm too tired. And went back to
Bed.
sleep.
I like the story.
Good night, Froggy.
That was really a funny story.
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
Oh, you know what, Lucy? You know what? One time I put on my shirt backwards, and also my coat and my pants, everything backwards.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw you.
yeah. Well, did you turn them around?
Well, no, I just walked backwards all day long.
Well, you figured out what a slumber party is?
Oh, yep, and all you guys are invited, and we're going to have a great time.
Are we inviting our friends at home, too?
Oh, right, sure, because they're kids, too. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yes, I think so.
And all kids, and I mean all kids, are all right with me, so see you all tonight at my slumber party. And don't forget to bring your sleeping bags, okay?
Oh, come on, let's go get ready.
Okay. Remember the sleeping bags? Boy, oh boy, we are gonna have so much fun. And you're all invited too, but you don't have to bring a sleeping bag. Man, I love popcorn and lemonade and cookies and milk. And a spooky story too. Oh boy, I can't wait.
This is it right there, Kino.
What? Huh?
Oh, Kino.
No. Say, listen, guys, it's great all you guys made it. You know, my friend Mario is going to read a really, really good story.
That's right. I'm going to read you a really spooky story. It's really scary, though, so are you guys ready to hear a scary story?
Are you?
You ready, Matt?
Yeah.
You ready, John? Okay, well, let's do it, man.
It's called Ghost Hour, Spooks Hour. It's by Eve Bunting and illustrated by Donald Carrick.
Whoa! Fasten your seatbelts, everybody, because here we go with a scary one.
When I woke up, it was really dark. Something went woo outside my window. Don't be scared, I told myself. It's just the wind. I slid out of bed. An icy wetness touched my toes, and I leaped back. Eek! What? Then I remembered Biff, my big white dog who sleeps under my bed at night. Biff has the coldest, wettest nose. Hi, Biff, I said. I felt for the bedside lamp and pushed the button. Nothing happened. I pushed it again. Nothing happened again. Uh-oh, Biff, I whispered. I don't like this. Let's get out of here. My bedroom door moaned when I opened it. Biff moaned. It's okay, Biff, I said. I think this door always creaks. I think it even sounds louder at night. It was good to have Biff to talk to. We padded fast along the hallway to my parents' room. Mom? I whispered. Dad? No one answered. I clicked the light switch. No light again. Ooh, went the wind. Woo! I shuffled across to the bed and felt around. The sheets were warm and lumpy, but the bed was empty. Where were Mom and Dad? Ow! Biff howled. Quit that, I said. Though I wanted to howl myself. Where could they be? Something went crack against the window. Crack, slither, swish. Something was out there. Black, snaky things pounced on the glass. I tried to get behind Biff, but Biff was trying to get behind me. I made myself peer over his back. Whew, I said, standing up and uncurling my fingers from Biff's fur. It's only our black, snaky tree branches. Silly Biff. You don't have to be this scared. Let's go find Mom and Dad. We stood at the top of the stairs with the dark pushing against us. Mom? Dad? My voice disappeared into the dark cave below. The dining room clock went. Boom. 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 12 o'clock midnight, I said. And I thought, ghost hour, spooks hour. But I didn't tell Biff. He threw himself across my feet, all warm and trembling. In a way, I wanted to stay here too, or run back to bed and pull the blankets over my head. But here it was too scary. Back there it would be scarier still. Come on, Biff, I said. He wouldn't. I gathered him up, but he made himself heavy, and he was hard to hold on to because he was shaking. Parts of him kept slipping as I carried him down the stairs. Tick, tick, went the big clock. Swish, swoosh, went the pendulum. Clatter, rattle, shuffle, shuff, went the dead leaves against the house. Through the long dining room windows, I saw a smoky moon with clouds piled high against it. Our table seemed monstrously big. Chairs were humpbacked, clawed, and crouched around it. Oh! Biff moaned. My heart gave a great jiggle. A horrible whiteness seemed to be moving toward me out of the dark. A shapeless, blob-like whiteness. Ghost hour, spook hour, help! I yelled, dropping Biff in a heap and leaping backwards against the table. Apples and oranges from the fruit bowl thudded past me to plop on the rug. Help! The blob-like whiteness yelled, dropping the front part of itself and leaping back too. Biff was squirming to get below the table. The front part of the blob squirmed for the table too. Come back, Biff, I shouted. And then I remembered the big mirror over the sideboard, and I knew the horrible whiteness had been me, carrying the blob. That was Biff. That's all. So why was I standing here howling too? Howling just as loudly, as silly as Biff. The dining room door burst open and a voice said, "Jake, is that you?" "Dad!" I ran and jumped up on him, and Biff ran and jumped on him too. "Hey!" Dad laughed. His arms closed around us. "I'm overflowing," he gasped. I felt the scratchiness of his cheek and smelled his bad smell. Biff's tail whipped against my legs. Mom was behind Dad holding a candle. The wind knocked the lights off, she said, and a tree branch was banging against our window. We decided to sleep down here on the couch. "Biff thought you left us," I said. "He was so scared." Mom stroked Biff's head. "Oh, silly Biff. Don't you know we'd never leave you two guys?" She stroked my head, too. There was room for all of us on the couch bed. Dad blew out the candle, and we lay close in the dark. Outside, the wind went woo, and the leaves went shift, shift, as they chased each other in the long grass. "Don't worry about being scared," Mom told Biff. "Everybody's scared sometimes." "Yeah, Biff," I said. "Don't worry about it at all." I held his warm paw in Mom's warm hand and counted moon shadows on the ceiling till I fell asleep.
Whoa, man, that was scary. I know I sometimes hear stuff at night, and I don't know what it is. Do you?
Yeah, I hear stuff all the time. Do you hear stuff, Aaron? Yeah. What do you do when you're so scared? What do you do, man?
I try to fall asleep.
Try to fall asleep and you talk to your mom? What do you do, Charlie?
I hide under my covers.
You hide under your covers?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of the story?
I like when the trees were banging against the window of the branches.
What was your favorite part of the story?
When he first woke up.
Yeah? Why'd you like that part?
Because it was, like, kind of scary.
My favorite is when the boy sees the dog in the mirror, and he thinks it's a monster or something.
Before I forget, Kino, your mom asked me to babysit you while she went to the store, but she said when she comes back, you guys better be asleep, or she's gonna be mad.
Oh. Well, we're too wound up from the story. Oh, can we stay awake just a little bit longer? It was way too exciting. We need to cool down.
Okay, Kino. Well, I'll just be in the other room, and you call me when your mom gets here, okay? All right.
Oh, okay.
Good night, guys.
Okay, good night, Mario. It's a deal.
Kino, how was your slumber party? You know, Lucy tells me that you guys ate a truckload of popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn and cookies and lemonade and milk. Hey, we had a great time, right, guys? Yeah, we did.
Good.
Mario read a book about ghosts, and it was really exciting. It was kind of scary at first, but then it wasn't all that scary.
Oh, well, that's good. You know, I brought a book about a rabbit who doesn't scare very easily. You want to hear it?
Oh, no problema. Hey, you read them, we hear them.
All
What's
right.
it called?
It's called Daley B, and it was written by John Blake, and the pictures are by Axel Scheffler.
Okay.
All right. Daley B didn't know what he was. Am I a monkey? He said. Am I a koala? Am I a porcupine? Daley B didn't know where to live. Should I live in a cave? He said. Should I live in a nest? Should I live in a web? Daley B didn't know what to eat. Should I eat fish? He said. Should I eat potatoes? Should I eat worms? Ooh. Daley B didn't know why his feet were so big. Are they for water skiing? He said. Are they for mice to sit on? Are they to keep the rain off? Daley B saw the birds in the trees and decided he would live in a tree. Daley B saw the squirrels eating acorns and decided he would eat acorns. But he still didn't know why his feet were so big. One day, there was a great panic in the woods. All the rabbits gathered beneath Daley B's tree. "You must come down at once, Daley B," they cried. "Jazzy D is coming." "Who is Jazzy D?" asked Daley B. The rabbits were too excited to answer. They scattered across the grass and vanished into their burrows. Daley B stayed in his tree, nibbled another acorn, and wondered about his big feet. Jazzy D crept out of the bushes. Her teeth were as sharp as broken glass, and her eyes were as quick as fleas. Jazzy D sneaked around the burrows, but there was not a rabbit to be seen. Jazzy D looked up. Daley B waved. Jazzy D began to climb the tree. The other rabbits poked out their noses and trembled. "Hello," said Daley B to Jazzy D. Are you a badger? Are you an elephant? Are you a duck-billed platypus?" Jazzy D crept closer. "No, my friend," she whispered. "I am a weasel." "Do you live in a pond?" asked Daley B. "Do you live in a dam? Do you live in a kennel?" Jazzy D crept closer still. "No, my friend," she hissed. "I live in the darkest corner of the woods." "Do you eat cabbage?" asked Daley B. "Do you eat insects? Do you eat fruit?" Jazzy D crept right up to Daley B. "No, my friend," she rasped. "I eat rabbits. Rabbits like you." Daley B's face fell. "Am I a rabbit?" he stammered. Jazzy D nodded and licked her lips and left. Daley B didn't have time to think. Quick as a flash, he kicked out his massive feet. Jazzy D sailed through the air, far, far away, back where she came from. The other rabbits jumped and cheered and hugged each other. "You're a hero, Daley B," they cried. "That's funny," said Daley B. "I thought I was a rabbit." Ooh, you like that, John? Good.
Good, huh, John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about Daley B? Is he a rabbit or a hero? Or a hero? A rabbit.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's a hero rabbit. He's a confused hero rabbit.
Ah, a confused hero rabbit.
Yeah.
Well, now, Daley B wondered if he was a monkey, a porcupine, a koala bear. Now, guys, if you could be any kind of animal you could be, what would that animal be?
I would be a monkey.
A monkey? Why?
Or a porcupine.
Oh, very good.
A monkey porcupine.
A monkey porcupine, kind of like a platypus. Charlie?
A bird?
Very good. Why?
Because I like to fly.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Aaron?
Bear.
A bear? That's a good one. He didn't think about being a bear. He didn't think he was a bear.
No.
Matt, what would you be?
A dog.
A dog. That's another good one.
Yeah, that's a good animal.
Yeah. Kino?
Oh, I'd like to be a chameleon so that I could change the way I look without changing any of my clothes.
Well, thank you for bringing that funny book, Cindy. Now it's time to go, but before we go, Kino, should we give some recommendations for books for our friends at home?
Oh,
ABC.
yeah. Here's a really very, very, very funny book. It's about a dog who talks so much that she begins to drive everybody crazy. It's called Martha Speaks.
And this is a sweet book for our younger friends at home. It's called Time for Bed. Perhaps you could have read that at your slumber party, Kino.
Oh, yeah, except we slept on the floor, so it should have been Time for Sleeping Bag.
Oh, well, now it's time to go. So until our next story time, keep a story in your heart.
Hasta canasta, pals. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Today's Storytime books are Froggy Gets Dressed by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. Ghost Hour, Spook Hour by Eve Bunting, illustrated by Donald Carrick. Daley B by John Blake, illustrated by Axel Scheffler. Martha Speaks by Susan Medon. And Time for Bed by Mem Fox, illustrated by Jane Dyer. You can find these and other books at your local library.
Major funding for Storytime is made possible by a grant from Helen and Peter Bing, so that families everywhere can share the joy of reading with their children. Additional funding is provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, by the annual financial support from viewers like you, and by the National Endowment for Children's Educational Television.